And I said, yeah, they did. And somebody said, well, she's going to kick your ass. I said, no, teacher slapping chick is going to kick my ass. I did say chick.
So why they saying you said bitch?
I don't know who said that, but damn, who's stabbing me in the back? First of all, because they were all talking. I wasn't the only one talking. Not bad. It wasn't like we were disrespecting you.
That is very disrespectful. First of all, because I'm not here to defend myself.
Right.
Second of all, being called a bitch, you don't do that. I don't care playing or not. I've never came to neither one of y'all and played or serious or nothing and called either one of y'all a bitch.
I ain't calling you a bitch.
So why are they saying you call me a bitch?
I'm not that popular, you know that. You know, I'll be saying stuff, go do your job, pass ice, yada, 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 yada. And
but this is a girl that ain't never even worked with us. She ain't worked with me and you.
Or did Deanna say I said that to her?
She heard you. She said when she was going back in, she heard you. And she said what she called of it was bitch. She didn't even, she heard slapping and bitch. And then whoever else heard it, and you know very well who heard it, reiterated the whole whatever you said, that you called me a teacher slapping bitch. And first of all, I feel like can't nobody discuss that because none of y'all know what happened. And first facts is I ain't slapped no teacher. So you really up here just running my name and you don't even know what happened.
No, we're really up here just running our mouth. That's what we're doing. We're just running our fucking mouth. And they were running their mouth, and I ran my mouth. You know me, I run my mouth. And then none of it was appropriate. None of it. I don't know if you slapped a teacher. I just know that to be gossip. And I like you. I really do. And the write-up is because it trickled down to me, and I trickled it down. If I get a write-up, I give a write-up. And you know I don't ride your ass. And if something shows up, then I got to say something. And if something has been showing up for a little while, here and there and here and there. And a lot of things I just covered it or went down and took care of it. But there's no way I can, it's like slipping on a banana peel. Once you fall, and there's no taking it back. And there's no taking back me running my mouth. But it was inappropriate, and I'm sorry. And I don't blame you for telling me. And I don't blame you for being pissed. I don't blame you, and I don't know what to do to take it back or make up for it, because I can't. My mouth done ran off. Show my ass, but you know my mouth runs off, and a lot of times I don't even mean nothing about it. I got a temper and it just blah, and it gets me in trouble. It keeps me in trouble. It's been keeping me in trouble for 54 effing years. However, with that being said,
and then
if you could find it in you to forgive me,
and then what was it about? When you get done with me, I'm going to clock out. I'm going to be ready to clock out and go home.
Now, who the fuck heard me say that? I was talking to Roger. I said, I'm afraid if I show her this, she's going to get pissed off and walk out. And Sadie, the department head down here, was standing right there beside me and Roger when I said that. And I said, I'm afraid when I give her this, she's going to get pissed off and walk out. We already lost Walisha, and she's just on that edge. And I really believe you're on that edge, and you walk out on us. And yeah, I did say that. Because I was afraid I was going to piss you off.
I don't understand y'all, because y'all been doing this ever since I got here. Nobody can say nothing when the person is around. Everybody waits until the person ain't around to say whatever they got to say.
And I don't normally say nothing. And that's the first time I've ever said anything. And then the second one to Roger and them about I was afraid she's going to walk out and go home. And that's the only time I've ever said anything. Because I really liked you and Walisha, and I took up for y'all so many times, baby girl, so many times I can't name them. But because I like y'all, you know, when things were missed on the hall, or somebody was wet, or baby, it's just been trickling. It's been trickling, and it's been going on for a little while. Just little things that's gotten missed, or Miss Ford being dirty and wet, or Xavier, and you weren't here that night, and Cooper being brown ringed, and you weren't here that night. I believe you called in that night that happened. And You know, just little things, and not big enough that I didn't even think they'd be big enough to mention them, because I'm not going to see you again for another 4 days. And when 4 days gets around, then I done already forgot about it, because I already took care of it. And you know, and I've got chewed out for Annette, and my biggest defense, I'd go to, well, look, you know, shit, I got one girl that's trying to be a mom and all day long and not getting no sleep and trying to come to work, and we work together, but we're getting the work done. And she, what, you missed this and this and this and this. And most of them were, I hear geese, were little things, and I would take care of it. And, but not enough to come to you or Alicia, because, like I said, I won't see you for 4 days, and then by then I done forgot about it. It's history. So, but after I got rolled up, then, you know, it trickled down, and we all need to be shook up sometimes. And,
well, that's fine, because I'm gonna have a talk with Annette too, so that's fine. I'm not signing it until I talk to Annette.
Well,
so
I owe you so big, and I don't know where to start. And because I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
I'm really at a point where I'm just
I know.
sick of it, because everybody has something to say about what went on with me.
That's the only thing I've ever said. That's the only thing I've ever said, Shay. I've never, and I don't even get in conversations about you and Alicia. I don't. When y'all have to skip, I don't get involved with it. I stay out of it. However,
don't nobody know what went on with me. I was a kid.
I know.
All that stuff that they said that I did,
to me. You don't have to. You don't owe me an explanation.
But I do, because you're calling me a teacher slapping
No, you don't.
bitch.
No, you don't. You don't owe shit to me, because I don't know that to be
But
true.
I want you to know that I'm not a teacher slapping bitch. I didn't slap the teacher. I didn't do that.
Why did they say that then?
Because that's what they do. The very reason why I was locked up all the time. For something I didn't do. That's what people do. They take stuff, they turn it into whatever they want to turn it into, and they run with it.
It's true.
Some people get away with it, some people don't.
Shay, I'm so sorry. And I'm going to take that right. You can throw that shit away. I'm going to take it on my own. I'm taking it on my own. I ain't going to share it with you. I'm taking it on my own. I've already signed my right and turned it in. You just throw that shit away. I owe you, and I don't know any other way to pay you back, but that's a start. It's a start. That's the only thing I can do. Look at me, please. I'm so sorry. I would never hurt you. I didn't mean to hurt you. It wasn't said to hurt you, but apparently it was put out there to hurt you, and somebody stabbed you in the heart by saying what I said, and I am so sorry. And if you never like me or talk to me again, I understand, but fuck, I'm sorry. I did not mean to hurt you, and I didn't mean to let my mouth get away, but it does sometimes. And if you want to go home, you can go home. I ain't going to say a word about it. I'm not going to say you abandoned us, because I owe you. You can take the ride up, and you can go home, and we'll deal with this. And I don't know what I'll tell them, but I'll figure out something to tell them. If you just don't want to work with me tonight, you'll be back tomorrow night. And I really don't. I'm not in no state, because I just. Well, I hope you'll find it in your heart when we come back around 4 days from now that you'll work with me, and I hope you find it in your heart to forgive me, and that you'll come back and work with me like we've been working, and we don't have nothing between us. Okay? Just go clock out, and I'll say, she don't want to work with me tonight, she'll be back tomorrow night, and I'm not going to tell the department heads, I'm not going to tell Annette that you left, you know, because they had you down for no call, no show, and because their phone was dead. And here's another thing I just did. And you can go ask Sadie, she's down there on the unit. I said, look on the on-call phone and see if she called before y'all say that. Because if you're telling me that phone was dead, and that's what she told me and Roger, that the phone was dead, and that, so you cannot be held accountable for that. You did call. Just now. I mean, tonight before you got here, because they were saying it was a no-call, no-show. And you can ask Roger. I did. And she found your name. It was in red. I said, but it don't matter. She called. It's not her fault you didn't answer.
If I'm not going to be here, I always call. They don't never answer the phone. If they don't answer, I send a text message so I can make sure.
Yeah.
My own
it's there. It's there. It's there. It's there. I saw it. And it's in red, meaning it was not answered. It's not your fault. Anyway, that's two ways I can make a step in making it up to you. And again, I'm sorry. And you can, I mean, whatever you gotta do, yeah, I mean, I understand. I'm not gonna hold nothing against you. Turn it in, whatever, I understand. But I do want us to be able to work together again. We made a good team, me and you and Alicia. I thought. I mean, yeah, there was a few things. There was quite a few little things, little bitty things. And y'all leave before me, so when those eggs come down, they come report it. I'd have to go down there and fix it or whatever. And one of the biggest reasons that I like working with y'all, when I asked you to do something, you didn't do this. You roll your eyes and make a face. You got up and went and did it. You got up and went at your dots when I asked you. Oh, sometimes you might have been slow, but you didn't mouth off to me. You didn't roll your eyes. And I appreciated that, and I respected y'all for that. Okay, I'm gonna leave you alone and go park out, and I'll just tell them she don't want to work with me tonight. She'll be back tomorrow night. Cool. All right. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll let you slap me up, put my hands behind my back and make you feel better, and then you can say, I'm in charge of those slapping bitch, girl. It is what it is. No, we all mouth off sometimes. And sometimes you just throw that shit away, and I'll cover your ass tonight. And